Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the radio vlog on cartoons with Devron Bliss, the show where I discuss anything on cartoons, animation, or what's going on here on the Devron Bliss Cartoons YouTube channel. This radio vlog will be about vintage animated advertisements, whether they are in the form of TV commercials or even in film form. And who knows, even though much of these commercials are outdated today, maybe they have some kind of good value. Or maybe they're just simply video media junk. I'll let you guys decide. And I also want to add that I'm not intending to endorse or advertise any of the advertised products in any way. At least not with this radio vlog. But anyway, I was looking into a lot of the old animated advertisements from the 1950s, 60s, early 70s, and even earlier. I'm going to stay in that range for this episode. And I gotta tell you, there are a lot of them. And it's a lot you can watch on YouTube. But in general, it can be cool to explore any kinds of video media from back in the day. So these are some animated advertisements I found so far. I'm sure there will be more that I will find interesting, which I haven't found yet. But again, these are what I found so far. And I want to start with the earliest animated advertisements, which aren't really TV commercials. They were presented in short film form, with the typical title cards, still advertising their product. One of which is Breakfast Pals, featuring the Rice Krispies characters. If you're looking for an old cereal advertisement, I think this is like the oldest you can go. There's another one which is the Pepsi commercial, titled Pepsi and Pete's Snowman. That was an interesting find too. Then there were the animated advertisements that were in commercial form, that were from the 50s and 60s. There was the 50s live-action Kool-Aid commercial with only the pitcher's face singing and being animated. There was also the Yellow Pages ad with the character Wally Seagap. There were various products from the 50s being advertised. There were cereal commercials from the 60s with some of the cereal mascots like Tony the Tiger in their old designs. Plus, there was these Apple Jacks commercials with a mascot that's no longer used, who would sing that a bowl a day keeps the bullies away, or in one I saw, gives you energy to play. There were also the commercials in that 50s and 60s time frame with the well-known cartoon characters, like several Ford commercials. Some featured Dr. Seuss characters and some featured characters from Peanuts, like Charlie Brown. There were commercials with Looney Tunes too, such as the Sugar Crisp commercials starring Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam. There were even the Flintstones advertising things like Welch's Jelly and Winston's cigarettes. Not that I'm encouraging smoking. I even found the earliest Pebbles commercial from 1971 where they used the Moor. Then there were the interesting candy commercials. First of which is the Good and Plenty commercials featuring the character Choo Choo Charlie, one of which has over 1 million views on YouTube. And then there's, of course, the one I'm sure we all know of, the Mr. Owl Tootsie Pop commercial, which you guys probably seen play on TV, but that's really a shortened version. Heck, I found 2 full versions of that commercial. There's one where the kid asks 3 other animals before Mr. Owl, and Mr. Owl doesn't give the lollipop stick back. Then there's one where the kid does get the stick back, but in this one, the kid asks just 1 animal before Mr. Owl. And I can go on with a radio vlog about animated commercials from the later 70s and the 80s and 90s. I could do an episode of that if you suggest, but to be honest, there would be lots more to find, loads of which I'm sure would be more and more cereal commercials. I could also do an episode focusing on animated commercials I remember seeing, like the iPod dancing silhouette commercials, if you guys like. But I watched a lot of TV, maybe too much to be exposed to them, as I would sit through commercial breaks in between whatever shows I was watching. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do vintage animated advertisements have value? Could they have the potential to be part of the storytelling of what eras they came out in? Or do you think they no longer have their valuable purpose and are just video media junk? Do you like or dislike any of the commercials that I mentioned in this radio vlog? Feel free to discuss your position on the status of vintage animated advertisements. Also, feel free to suggest any vintage animated advertisements or commercials for me to check out, or you can suggest topics for future radio vlogs. Thanks for listening in, everyone. This is Devron Bliss signing out, ready to tune in again soon.